afternoon, everybody. My name's Greg Daly. I'm the Collector of Revenue for the City of St. Louis, and it gives me great pleasure to be here this afternoon to deal with the awards presentation end of the luncheon. It's now time that we want to show appreciation to those making a difference and who share our mission of ensuring the safety, health, and financial well-being of our neighbors in Missouri and Illinois. No public donations meant for utilities or AC help is being used in these award presentations. I would like to call on Honorary Chairman Steve Stanger. Joining him would be Reverend Nance and Donna Knight. Come on up here if you'd be so kind. I'm sorry? Not yet. Yes. Okay. All of our agencies work hard in trying to follow our guidelines and our mission. The Agency of the Year goes the extra mile and harmoniously works closely with team members. Our previous honoree is the 5-star Urban League, and in 2017, the Agency of the Year goes to the Community Action Agency of St. Louis County. Accepting is Cinia Bosny, their president and CEO. Cinia, come on up.
On behalf of the Board of Directors of Castle and all of my staff who do all of the hard work each and every day, we are honored to receive this award, and we thank HEDA Cool Down St. Louis for this recognition. Thank you.
Congratulations, Cinia. We've got Dennis Jankerson and Greg Favor up here with us, and these two gentlemen are captains of the St. Louis Police Department. They use their communication skills to help put out fires and keep them from starting. Be it smoke alert campaigns or speaking to hundreds of citizens about fire safety or working with CoolDownStLouis.org to help save seniors and the disabled with special AC installations, they perform their task with passion and commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, join me in honoring Fire Captains Garen Mosley and Leon Whitener. Come on up here, Leon.
To the police department comment, I'll just say I think that's their attempt in recruiting us. On behalf of the near 1,000 uniformed members of the St. Louis City Fire Department, we're holding these, but truly a team effort, great leadership from my chief and all those that put in hard work. So this is for all of them as well.
On behalf of the City of St. Louis, I would like to congratulate the City Fire Department. They do a wonderful job assisting everybody within the city, so thanks again for all your help. I'd like to bring, thank you. I'd like to bring Pam Walker up if she'd be kind enough.
Okay. If you turn in your books to, I don't know which tab. It's titled The Annual Meeting Board Committees and Operating Budget Report. It's about 3 tabs back, I think. Blue tabs back. First of all, I want to talk about the committees a little bit. I want to thank all of you for showing up today because the quorum's really important. But I also want to thank all of you for showing up all year long. The board is an entirely volunteer board. Everybody that's elected to positions, everybody that serves on a committee is volunteer. Everybody that shows up to participate in our events is volunteer. Everybody that covers our events is volunteer. All of the great service that the media provides when the temperatures get hot are cold and inform our clients how to ask for help and how to get help. All that's donated, all that's volunteer. It is just absolutely amazing what this community does and what we do across the region. I mean, the leadership at this table really demonstrates that regional partnerships work and that we can really serve those people in need. I like to say that life is lived local, and I think this organization really demonstrates how life is lived local in the St. Louis region. We get distracted by national and state stuff, but everyday lives are right here, and what we do here is what is the most important. So look at your committee assignments. We tried to match expertise with committees so that you don't have to do a whole bunch of extra work. You can bring your expertise already to the committees that you're assigned to. If you have a particular committee you want to be on, please let Mr. Trotter know, and we will try to work that out. If you want to get more involved, less involved, just let us know. The committees are your opportunity, and I lay this out in the letter a little bit, to have input, but really importantly, to strengthen our community partnerships. All of you reach out to your organizations and other organizations to bring all that power to bear. Improve our services to our clients, help us fundraise. This year was a tremendous year. Thank you to Hardee's, Ameren, so many others that stepped up this year to help. We had a very cold winter. We've had a record-setting May. We're probably going to have a record-setting June. So it really matters what everyone's doing. And most importantly, you all get an opportunity to be part of the really positive growth of this organization over the last 15 years, Gentry? 18 years. You've helped hundreds of thousands of people and raised $20 million over those 18 years, which is just amazing. Okay. I think the Honorable Greg comes back up for the Lifetime Achievement Awards. And your stuff is still up here? So you're good.
Okay, would board members Denise Leibel, Steve Earlman, Reverend Nance to present one of our prestigious Lifetime Award achievers. Would you all step up, please? Our first honoree has been with us since our inception 18 years ago. It was his idea to create the Health and Safety Committee and to let people know being without a utility service is a health and safety issue. Accepting our our Lifetime Achievement honor is no other than Dr. James Knight. Dr. Knight.
As many of you know, the St. Louis American newspaper gave us this year the Health Advocacy of the Year Award. And the Health Advocacy of the Year Award for Heat Up St. Louis is for what we were talking about earlier. The chairman of that committee, Dr. Knight, is the part of the Health and the fire chief is part of the safety. So we wanted you to know that the St. Louis American, and many of you were at that luncheon. Dr. Knight was on the video, as well as Dr. Knight was at the program. We appreciate all what he has done to keep people safe, and especially the seniors, and cool in the summer months and warm in the winter. Also, Dr. Knight and Mrs. Knight are very involved in the organization, as well as providing us referrals as well, and we appreciate that. So Dr. James Knight, let's give him a round of applause, please. Thank you, Dr. Knight. Would you bring the box for Dr. Knight? Give me the box. Scott, you're going to follow her to her table, or you can give it to Mrs. Knight. Mrs. Knight, hold your hand up. You can give it to Mrs. Knight now, so we can move on. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Knight. It gives me great pleasure to bring up Spencer Koch. He is the first TV president and general manager to accept our Lifetime Achievement. With recent purchases of Fox 2 and KPLR 11, we wanted the new owners at Sinclair Broadcasting and the community to know that Spencer has done a great job. He's given us significant counsel and has helped other worthy charities since being in St. Louis for the past 23 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Spencer Koch.
Greg, would you get in the photo, Greg? And Spencer, can y'all turn around this way when you finish with the photographer? Okay, thank you. This way, please. Give me 1 second. I got it on video. Give me 1 second. Okay, there you go. Pam, look up or down because you're in the picture. This way, please. Spencer, I need you this way. Thank you, Spencer. Spencer, you got 10 seconds.
And in that 10 seconds, I just want to say thank you. We have such a great rapport with everybody in this community, and everything we can do. When you see people work the way we've done, no wonder we've seen such great way to go with Heat Up. So congratulations to everybody, especially you, Gentry.
Thank you, Spencer. Have a great day, sir, and we appreciate it.
Congratulations, Spencer. Will other Lifetime Achievers come forward, please? We've got Brian Leonard from Ameren, Illinois. We've got, come on up, Brian. We've got John Beck of Emma St. Louis. Where's John? KC Radio, John, you know. Come on up. The Honorable Maida Coleman. Come on up, Maida. Missouri Public Service Commissioner Lori and Tim Trotter, and Denise Leibel.
Okay. She's the Missouri Public Service Commission, and they're the owners of Hardee's.
I messed up.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
I'm
get our
out for
agents
next year.
Lori and Tom are the owners of Hardee's in the St. Louis area, and we all know our beloved Denise Leibel. Denise, would you get in the middle where we're right in the middle with, get right in the middle next to Reverend Nance, and then you're in the middle next to, you're right in the middle next to Brian, or whatever his name is. Okay. Keep your hands down, Melanie. Only one director, honey. Look this way, please, people. Everyone look this way for the cameras, plural. Smile. Just so you'll know, these Lifetime Achievement Awards, Hardee's has been with us for 18 years. When Hardee's corporate moved, Lori and Tom and their group took over. They wanted to continue, and they have continued with Rise and Shine, and all the St. Louis media will see them again. And they and the board want to thank you for all you've done to make Rise and Shine a success. That will be on his program. You're looking at Senator Maida Coleman. Senator Maida Coleman is not just a former state senator. She was involved in a lot of other things with Governor Nixon. But more important, I don't need you to remind me, okay? But more important than that, she is a former member of our board. And Senator Coleman is responsible for regulating Ameren, Spires, and all of the other regulated public utility companies in the state of Missouri. She's the only woman on the board still, and the only African American, so there's work to be done. And she is an advocate for low-income people in whatever county they're in, because need knows no geographical boundaries. And she's an advocate for seniors, disabled, and the needy, and we appreciate that. Miss Liebel, you've seen her all the time on Rise and Shine. We call her out at the last minute. She's always willing to help. I remember her in the day when she ran an agency. She ran Northeast Community Action Agency, which still helps with utility assistance and so forth in the tri-counties of Warren and Lincoln and St. Charles. Boy, didn't think I knew that. Next to her is a guy who we call him Mr. Moneybags. Now we have a Miss Money Woman Bags, but we won't call her, we'll just call her Miss Woman Money. And, Brian has been the mouthpiece for community, for anything that's worthwhile for Ameren corporations on both sides of the river and their corporate. Brian just took a job in Illinois, which we've never had a board member for Ameren, Illinois. There are separate entities. But what's more critically important is that Brian has worked steadfastly with us as a board member on all sorts of issues, as the Senator Nasheed will tell you. We appreciate him. He's a great guy. We're going to miss him. We're still in great company. And for us, on our standpoint, it's Ameren, Missouri, Ameren, Illinois, and Ameren Corporate. So it's 3 budgets that we love. But this is a man who just doesn't worry about money. He will help out anybody. If there's somebody even needing help, he'll send them to us. This guy is significant, and we appreciate it. Last but not least, you're in the same position almost, but you had some of the most powerful radio stations in the marketplace. You still are, for the next 2 or 3 years, MS employee. You still will be doing a lot of other things that I'll let you tell later on. But every time we've asked him and his assistants and all the other people to help us, whether it was with Rise and Shine or postage, we missed that postage. When we sent out all of the mailings for RCGA and everybody trying to get stuff for Rise and Shine, this man always said yes. He's never said no on anything we've asked him in the 18 years. John has not only helped us, but he's helped this community as a whole. So John is just not about heatupstlouis.org or cooldownstlouis.org. Steve, there is no such thing as heat up and cool down. They're separate issues. Just thought I would get that in, thought I forgot. So we appreciate everything that you're doing, and we thank you and we wish you well in your new endeavors. If anybody wants to talk, you just go right to the microphone and you got 5 seconds. Somebody go ahead or no, or speak up. I think I've said what I had to say, but this lady has to speak up.
Let me say, I ain't scared of him.
Give her a round of applause.
I just want to say this because it is really important to me. I appreciated the years I served on the board, and I'm so glad to continue to see the great work going on. But I do always like to stress that there were 2 pieces of legislation during my senatorial years that make me most proud. One was lead paint abatement related legislation, and the other one that I'm most proud of is the hot weather rule, where utility companies are no longer allowed to disconnect cooling services in the summer. So that I really appreciated, and I thought, what the heck? Let me brag on me before he insults me.
Yeah, but that's all right. You'll always be insulted, Mayor. Maida, we've known each other for 30 years, so you know me.
I know you.
Okay, go ahead, Tom. And I'll never insult somebody with money. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, Lori and I are just very, very humbled and glad to be part of the organization, and we're just, we're just glad to be here. So.
Denise?
You know, this is a very special board of directors, as all volunteers, and certainly a special organization for everything that it does for the entire region. And it's a real honor to be a part of it, so thank you very much.
I just want to say thank you, and I just want to throw a shout out to everybody out there. This Ameren gave me the opportunity to work with such wonderful people, and I couldn't have did this if I hadn't been in this job. And I thank Ameren for doing that and having faith in me to hold the strings to their pocketbook and enable me to work with just wonderful people. I mean, I've met some people here that I will never forget all over the state, and I really appreciate that. Thank you.
And last but not least, you know, I tell my kids when they go to new cities, I tell them when you're looking at a new city or a new situation, look down, from your airplane or wherever you are and think to yourself, there's hundreds of friends that I'm going to make down there that I haven't met yet. And that's nothing was more true than my situation when I moved here 34 years ago to run KC95 when I was about 31 years old. I've made so many good friends here and so many awesome staff members. And honestly, people like Gentry. Gentry should be receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award. You don't want to hear that. That's so true. But also, I want to shout out to the free over-the-air broadcasters, many of which are here. I see Derek here, and I see Spencer, and I see Scott, and
Tiffany
so
from KSDK.
Tiffany, where are you, Tiffany? All of you have done so much to help in this effort and so many other efforts that it'll put a tear in your eye if you go through the list. So thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very
for
much.
this honor.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Gentry. Finally, the best is always saved for last, and if I could, I'd like to bring Tom and Lori Trotter back up, if we could, and to co-present with Reverend Earl Nance our Hardee's HeatUpSt.Louis.org Rollin' in the Dough Awards. KMOV Channel 4 sold made from scratch sausage and egg biscuits at Hardee's on Hampton and Highway 44. They sold more than any other unit during the live shots. Fox 2 1 and 10. Okay. KMOV.
Scott Diener is the news director of KMOV. My good friend John is, or what is his name? What is the general manager's name over there? Mike Murphy. We were in Clayton the other day, and he's yelling at me. I'm leaving town, but I'm sending Scott. Stay right there, Scott, so we can get a good picture of you over here. Thank you. Okay.
Thanks so much. I don't know what to say because I'm used to you writing and telling me what to say and get on the air. Thank you very much.
Are you in trouble?
Okay, our next Fox 2 Hardee's live location in Westport took in more monies overall with public donations and proceeds from the Hardee's biscuits than any other unit. So the Fox 2 people?
what's Susan's Susan, where are you? Come on up, Susan, and bring that little public relations lady with you, community relations lady with you too.
You're smooth, Gentry.
Yeah, well, when you get my age, you don't remember names. Can barely remember my name. Susan is the executive producer. And the next lady who I talk to every day is the community relations director. Mary, or go ahead, Miss. Go on up and give her the trumpet. Yeah, you can see these ladies are twins. They're so excited to be here.
I just want to say thank you to everyone in this room for helping us help our viewers know where to go to get the help that they need. And thank you, Gentry. Thank you, Rita. And thank you, Spencer, for letting us do the things we need to do in the community. Thank you.
Thank both of you.
Thank you, ladies. Fox 2. KSDK 5 on your side not only helps us roll in the dough, but the only TV station using its weather personalities to do the weather, cast appeals, mention heatupstlouis.org as the regional safety net. I was there on South Broadway when KSDK broadcast was live, and it was a neat experience for everybody. So where's KSDK 5?
Ms. Lupinski is from out of town, the news director of KSDK News on Your Side, Channel 5. And it's Tiffany Lupinski. You can follow her on Twitter.
Mentioned, I am new to St. Louis. This weekend actually marks my 8th month as the news director of 5 on Your Side. And I do want you guys to know, in my 25-year career of journalism, this is the first station where I have worked where there's truly a station-wide commitment to being tireless champions for our community. And I'm really proud of that. And our partnership with Heat Up St. Louis and Cool Down St. Louis is a big part of that. So it's a privilege to accept this on all of their behalves. Thank you.
Congratulations, KSDK 5 and Tiffany. Next, we've got Hubbard, had more volunteers each year than any other radio or TV station during the Rise and Shine events. So do we have the people from Hubbard here? Come on up.
Hubbard, there he is. John Kiowski on our board is merging radio stations, as you know, but we have a good right hand representing a great radio station, Hubbard. Group of radios.
Thank you very much. John Kiowski regrets that he couldn't be here today. I'm honored to accept this on his behalf. Hubbard's one big happy family, and by extension, you all are a part of that family. We're very proud to be a part of a tremendous effort every year with a tremendous group of people and partners like you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Hubbard. Next, we have the Intercom St. Louis provided live remotes, including KMOX and Y95 FM during the Rise and Shine. Do we have the...
Oh, Intercom, right.
Intercom. Intercom, come on up.
Yeah, there he is. He's coming down.
Okay. Congratulations, Brian. Come on up.
Brian is one of our staunchest supporters on air. They're merging radio stations from John Beck's group, so she's out of town. But he's a great, if you listen to him on the weekends, right? He's on the weekends and he's always tweeting or texting or interviewing Cool Down, Heat Up St. Louis and other people in the community. Brian Kelly is a great guy, and it's spelled Kelly. Thank you, Brian.
On behalf of everybody at KMOX and Y98, I'm honored to receive this, and we are honored to be a part of Heat Up and Cool Down St. Louis. As a reporter, I'm able to go out and see the impact that this organization actually has on people and actually saving their lives and hearing their stories about how Cool Down and Heat Up do save lives and really help people through tough times. So it is an honor to receive this award. Thank you.
Congratulations, Brian. iHeartMedia St. Louis is one of our strongest supporters doing the Rise and Shine annually. Do we have folks from iHeart here? Come on up.
It is none other than a board member.
We keep it all in the family.
Yeah.
don't we, Gentry?
And he's new to St. How many weeks have you been here? How many months? Over a year. He used to be the sales manager 100 years ago. The kid looks good for his age. And y'all all know his name. I just forgot it, but don't worry. Okay, give me a second. Give us a second to take a little picture here. Greg, since he's not like Spencer and a trader and moved to the county, would you get into the picture, please? You can collect revenue from him as the revenue collector. Give me 1 second. Thank you.
First of all, we're humble to accept this. Thank you very much for everybody in this room. And it's about community, and that's what it's all about at iHeartMedia. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, buddy.
Congratulations, iHeart. Sinclair Broadcasting.
She's here. Is it St. Clair, KDNL? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm ahead of you. Go ahead.
You're ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Radio 1, St. Louis, thank you so much for joining the KSDK location on Broadway each year during the Rise and Shine. Come on up, Radio 1.
Tiffany, you got to get to know him. He promotes your station live while you're on this, and that's a great combo with you guys.
As a new station manager, just wanted to let you know, thank you so much for letting us be a part of this, and look forward to a continued partnership. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick.
Congratulations, Radio 1. Rolling in the Dough includes volunteering, and thanks to the Peabody for the $5,000 and volunteers each year. Do we have the people from Peabody here? Yes, we do. Come on up.
Peabody is proud to be a long-term supporter of Heat Up St. Louis, and on behalf of our 7,000 employees, thank you for the recognition.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, next we have a little problem, but we'll take care of it. We're pleased to bring up Delory Pitts, from Manager of Corporate Donations and Community Initiatives from Ameren Corporation, for a presentation. Thank you. Will all the Ameren people come up, please? Can we come on this side, Hardee's? You come on this side for us for a minute. You're off the set for a minute. Go ahead, yeah. Go ahead. All the Ameren people. Is Mark back there somewhere? Mark, where are you? Mark from Ameren? Okay, go ahead, please. Excuse me, go ahead.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here this afternoon to speak about a continued partnership with Heat Up, a partnership that's certainly not one-dimensional, but rather multifaceted, and one that has spanned well over a decade. So on behalf of Ameren Corporate and the Ameren Corporate Charitable Trust, I'd like to present Heat Up St. Louis with $100,000.
Melanie, would you come up on the other side, please? This way, please. This way, please. Look this way. Would you come up, Melanie, on the other side, please? Greg, get in there. Thank you very much. This $100,000 is for operations. They keep the doors open. We appreciate it. Last week, we want the board of directors to know that Ameren, Missouri gave us $200,000. You have to catch up, beat them good. But we appreciate that's $300,000. You can talk about me as much as you please, but I bring in the money, honey. Remember that. $300,000 within 2 weeks. Thank you very much. Next coming up, Greg, is another wonderful lady on our board of directors. They work with us on air conditioners. You can drop by any KSDK, Channel 5, Channel 4, Channel 2, Channel 11 will tell you can drop by any Vatterott College and drop off a new or slightly used 2-year-old AC. You'll get a tax deduction. They will make sure we get them in Missouri and Illinois. She's a new board member. It's unusual in all the years we've worked together. They have the president of such a national organization on our board of directors. Renee Crosswhite is president of Vatterott, and they never say no. They're always helping us. They give us so much in kind, so many other things. She's coming up to make a presentation. Renee, the president of Vatterott. Yours now. I'm sorry.
So just want to say thank you for allowing us to present the check, and this is Vatterott's 10th year of being a part of this organization, and we're very, very honored that we have the opportunity to give back to the community. Thank you.
Congratulations, Renee.
Greg, we're going to suspend for a minute. We have 2 more reports to get in, and we'll hold. You're fine for right now. We're going to resume that in a minute. We would like to bring up, where is Ben? Extemporaneously, your PR report. You see it in your book, or do you want to just to pass on with it? Okay, thank you. So you want the board to accept his report, Madam President. Ben wants you to, the biggest report, as you know, Madam President, and Ben, is the public relations and marketing report. That's because of the support we have in the print, electronic, social media, and we appreciate it in print. So Ben has done a wonderful job. Of all the people in St. Louis on the board who gets more calls from me daily, it's Ben. We're working well together. We appreciate everything you do to work with all the GMs, with all the news directors, with everybody to make a difference, and that's part of your report. Madam Chair, there is a motion on the floor to approve his report as written. Do you hear a second?
All those in favor say aye.
Okay, and then last but not least,
Treasurers.
no, Melanie DeLeo. It's her report. She's right after, we're still at the top, the interim. Go ahead, Mel.
Moving it down. Good afternoon. For those of you who didn't see last week, our favorite webcasters were helping cool down St. Louis, our sister summer program, along with some of our social service partners, firefighters, and board members. Along with Ameren, we distributed 500 new air conditioners. And then our board member, Renee Crosswhite of Vatterott, talked about people dropping off slightly new or used air conditioners. I have to tell you, it was really amazing. The hot weather was with us that day, and 500 air conditioners went out that day into someone's home. And those are 500 lives that we saved. It's really And as you know, we had a rather brutal winter in 2017, 2018, and we went from 400 donors in 2016 to 600 donors who support our mission and support what we do. We can't exist without all those donors. So thank you very much. Please ask all of your relatives to join us. Second, it takes a village. As board members and supporters, we need to come up with new fundraising ideas. And we would love if any of you have ideas of how to get to other people to raise money. And lastly, we want to thank Commissioner Maida Coleman, Ameren, Spire, St. Louis Fire Department, St. Louis County Development for making our 5th winterizing forum a success in Limay. We finished the day by helping 4,000 families get heat ready for the winter. It is an incredible place that one day to see so many people come and see so many people helped. So we can't do it without all the help of all the social service agencies and all the support that we get from Ameren and Spire. So thank you. If you ever have a chance to see it, please come. It's just an amazing day. And thank you, Tom, and Lori, for Hardee's. We so appreciate what you do every year. We appreciate you getting those biscuits out, and we are the beneficiary of every one of those biscuits. So, each of you, thank you very much for all you do. We can't survive without all of you and all of your help. We all laugh about this, but you know, Gentry is kind of the glue. But at the end of the day, we know we are saving lives. We know that in the winter, deaths are down. We know in the summer, deaths are down because we have heat in the winter and air in the summer. And that's what it's all about. So thank you all very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you open up your book real fast and read my report, and then we're going to move and have it approved so we can get off stage. While you're reading my report, I want to tell you about two things. Will all of my social service agencies come up who've got their plaques, please? All of you come up. We have, but behind us, not everybody's here, but we have a lot of great organizations that help us. We're going to take a picture and show their appreciation. Again, everybody's not here today because they have to drive for a long place all the way down from Jefferson City, Columbia, over down to the Boot Hill. So the Jefferson County Health Department, Urban League of Metropolitan St. Louis, Michael, Catholic Urban Program, Salvation Army, Catholic Urban Programs is in Illinois, Northeast Community Action Agency. These places are all over the metropolitan area. Society of St. Vincent de Paul, St. Joachim and Care, East Missouri Action Agency. Would you come up, please? These are the people who help us and work with our groups to try to get them qualified and follow our guidelines. This is half the group. If we got the other half, we wouldn't have room for everybody. So we wanted to get them up here, and we wanted you to thank them because we do give them some of our money. We do work with them. They do get calls and emails from me. You notice they laugh when I said that. So you understand, health director, we all know. I mean, when you got to do things, you know how it is. And they are doing things right, and we work together. They stay on us, we stay on them. And where is Mike McMillan's? Anybody from Urban League? Did Urban League run off on us? Shantae, oh, I'm sorry. Shantae going over there. You're from the Urban League. I apologize. Tell Mike that what he missed. And our photographer will get this taken care of. Come over here this way, darling. You say one word how important he is and all that, but don't know one of y'all because he's sitting right there. It's Bell. Oh no. Go ahead, dear. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just going to echo what a lot of folks have said. We are on the front lines. We get over 1,000 calls a month, as I'm sure all the folks behind me do. And we hear these stories firsthand of single moms, single dads, or just fragile families. So, I just give God all the praise of what's happened here today and just for all the good works. Thank you so much, because believe me, it is needed, and we just rejoice in it. So everybody, like she said, tell a neighbor, tell a friend, and jump in and let's help our community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And your boss is over there. Yeah. You introduced me to this lady, and she's been terrorizing me ever since. In addition to that, guess what, Steve? She calls early about her ACs. Thank you so much, and we love you. Thank you. Take care. Okay, did I? Where'd Greg Daly? You have one more. No, one more. Suburban Journal.
Okay, KTR, the big 550, helped with on-air support during the Rise and Shine. Do we have the big 550 with us? All right, come on up. Congratulations. Yes, that's right.
On behalf of KTRS and Mark Dorsey, who could not be here, we just wanted to say we're proud to partner with Heat Up St. Louis, and thank you for the honor.